right, welcome in here. Sorry, we're having some problems with YouTube, but we figured out some of the settings. Hopefully everything's good. Looks like we have a couple of viewers already. Rockwood Thunder, 14 Elite, final game of the day, Game 3, Day 1. This one against A5, a team that strikes fear in the hearts of everyone our age in the United States. So, not sure what to expect here, as A5 is missing their All-American hitter on the national team and missing their second best hitter to a big shoulder injury. She's out for this 8 or 9 months, and first serve by A5 goes wide. So Rockwood off to a 1-0 start. Kate McLean back to serve. Rockwood in the near court. They set their right side, blocked by Denia, but it stayed on the net. Nora set it up, and Lana popped it down. Lana, what a play, what anticipation she had. Great instincts, jumped up after Nora bump set it, and Lana killed it. So 2-0 Rockwood. And the scoreboard doesn't even have the right teams on it, and it doesn't even have the right score. So we'll make sure they get that figured out. So they hit it, Alexa bumps it. Now Kaylee, what a play by Kaylee to clean that up. Gets it to Kate, who sends it over. They set up their middle, and she hits it out, and she's in the net. Scoreboard. Kate McLean's back to serve, up 3-0 Rockwood, off to a good start. Kaylee sets up, Denia, and she gets the kill. Rockwood off to a fantastic start, 4-0. I was joking there. They still have the last 2 teams on the scoreboard. We're on a championship court, so there's a scoreboard with team names on it, and they had the score wrong. They had 3 showing for A5. It should be 4-0 Rockwood. But Mr. Petkoff, Vladimir himself, went over there, and he got them straightened out real quick. So that's fixed now. Kate almost got an ace. They set up their right side. Kaylee bump sets it over to Lana on the right. Sends it to the back, but they're there. They set up their outside, and that's a nice kill. A5, the dominant team, the face of volleyball for our age group, down those 2 players, and they've not fared well in their absence. The injured one, and then Kari Lane. Kari, forget her last name anyway. Kari is their big All-American. She's with the USA team. Alexa, big setup for Denia. Kari Knotts. It's Kari Knotts. 5-1 Rockwood on a great kill by Denia. This A5 team got 11th at AAU Nationals, and that's another thing, is that they just got done with that a few days ago, so probably are fatigued from that and the travel. That was in Florida. Their A5's out of Atlanta. Jane with a good serve deep. It was moving. They luck out because the set was up too high for their middle, which is Madison Middleton. And she was able to hang long enough. They got the score wrong. Score! Score! Fix it, people. They only have 2, though. They've given them, there they go. They finally get the scoreboard fixed. Hannah takes a serve. Jane bumps that Summer on the 10-foot line. Woohoo! What a play by Summer. I don't know how she kept that fair. She had a nice hit. Wasn't her hardest, but still about 80%. And it's 6-3. They still have it wrong. I have it at 6-2. 6-3 we'll go with. Lana with a good serve to the right side of the court. They run a slide to Madison Middleton. Now she's their best player, bar none. Their middle. Very recognizable. She was featured by Red Hat, VBRecruiting.com recently. I think it's 7-2. An ace. The score. They've got it at 8-3. I don't think that's right, but I'll go with what they have. I think it's 8-2, but Madison Middleton there runs a slide. Jane took it. Now Hannah and Lana almost run into each other. Hannah sends it over. Big kill for their outside hitter there. But this And now oh my gosh, it's like musical chairs. The scoreboard's dancing all around. Somebody needs a drug test, those girls from Utah who are running the scoreboard. Eight to 3. They finally got it right. They had given them an extra point. All right, serve comes to Hannah. Jane able to send it over to Collins. Avoided the double there. It was very risky. And that'll be A5's point as they hit it into our side. 8 to 4. So sorry for all the scoreboard drama, but they can't seem to figure themselves out here. 8 to 4, Rockwood leads. Serve comes to Collins, goes down low. It was a good serve. Jane up high to Collins. Their libero goes sprawling to save it. They bump set their outside, and Summer blocks it out of bounds. Good bump block by Summer, but unable to keep it in the confines of the court. Their libero made one heck of a play there on a running across that back row on a good attempt, I think, by Collins. Serve comes from number 3. Hannah takes it. Jane goes running over, bumps it up to Collins. It's touched at the net, but they dig it. They set up Madison Middleton, and it's all kinds of messed up, and it's Rockwood's point. The set, again, was too high for Madison Middleton, their middle. Easy to remember her name for her position. But anyway, set it up too high for her. It went over top of her. She landed and then hit it straight up into the bottom of the net, and it came down. So Hannah back to serve, up 9 to 5. Good serve to the libero. They get their outside set up, blocked by Kate onto their side. They bump it again, the outside again. This time she gets the kill. That's usually would be Kari Knotts, the superstar consensus best player our age in the United States. But she is off training with the Olympic team. So it's 9 to 6. Madison Middleton, their middle, back to serve. Kate takes it. Lana excited to set up Collins, but it stays on our side, and it'll be 9 to 7, A5's point. Looks like they've this up judge is trying to make up time. He just kind of scolded our girls for taking too long between points. Kate from Jane on a quick kill. What a play. Timing was perfect there. Jane gave her a nice set off a good pass, and Kate was right on time to deliver the kill to the back row between the middle and the right side. Good placement. And it's 10 to 7, Rockwood. Alexa back into serve, and it's a good one. They back set their right side. Big play. Alexa, what a dig. Good job, Alexa and Lana. Woohoo! Now that was impressive, folks. So Lana's a back row player, so she can't go in front of that 10-foot line. Lana stayed behind it, and it was able to shape her hit in a way that it went right over. It wasn't a tip, it was more than that, but she was able to keep it in along that left sideline for the kill. It's 11 to 7. Rockwood leads. Denia destroyed the overpass. And A5 calls timeout. It is unfathomable for us, having been playing against A5 for 4 years, to see them struggling so, but you take away superstar players and it's a different team. This A5 team lost 4 games. They went 6-4 last weekend at AAU Nationals and finished a disappointing 11th. Disappointing by their standards because they have been the gold standard our age. Last year at Nationals, the only loss they had was to us, and they lost one other set, I believe, to Elevation or Legacy. But they only lost 3 sets last year in 4 days at Nationals against a stacked field. So this year they come in as the number 1 seed, and so whoever wins our pool will assume that number 1 seed. So Rockwood sees an opportunity here with a weakened A5 and a win in their pocket against GP Rocks in the last game to possibly take that seed. But they have to pull off a win here first. Good block by Collins. And the point. They got it to their outside, who's been feasting today. She's already got a bunch of kills. But Collins went up and stuffed it in her face, and it went down on their side. 13 to 7, Rockwood. Alexa back to serve. Woo! Barely cleared the net. Beautiful. Setter dump, and they get a point. That's the first setter dump we've given up today. We've gotten 3 or 4 points on our side with that setter dump here as we're now in game 3. But it's the first set here. A5 has an unbelievable season, as always, for them. They won first place at Triple Crown NIT. We'll cover all that here as we go along. But Alexa over to Denia. What a kill. What a play, Denia. Woo! Good set from Alexa. Good pass. Everything's clicking here. It's 14-8. Rockwood leads. A5 is 2-0, though, today. They've still got some fight in them as they beat, we'll have to look who they played, but they beat Drive Nation, I believe, 16-23, and then won their other set. Oh, and 3, they played SCVC and won in 3. So Hannah takes that. Alexa backsets Lana, and the kill. Rockwood just able to kind of have their will hitting without the big dogs from A5. Kaylee Lane back to serve. 15-8. Rockwood enjoying a lead. Back set, they set up their right side. Big swing, Kaylee handles it. Alexa bump sets Lana, tips it up and over, but they get there, they're good. We tip it right back, a quickie. They set up their right side, she punches it over. Now Alexa to Denia, off the fingers. Their libero is able to field it. They get to their outside. And blocked by Lana! Rockwood point. She blocked it right back down into that girl's head. It hit the other girl in the head ever so gently. But still, it shows you Lana was all over. And A5 with no answers calls timeout. And Rockwood celebrating as they know this is a big-name club. A5 has won the last 2 national championships, and they were the runner-up 3 years ago to Mad Frogs. So that serve from Kaylee goes long, so that'll be A5's point, and it's 16-9. Serve comes to Hannah, gets it to Alexa, up high to Lana. She punches it over. They delicately lift it up there. Ball comes back. Hannah sets up Denia, punches it into their hands. They're diving. It's at the net, and they're going to call in the net on A5. Rockwood point. And it is 17-9 as soon as they fix the score. 17. Kate serves it, almost an ace, and they hit it long. They hit it long. I tell you, this A5 team, you almost feel sorry for them because they've got these great players gone, and they just look all discombobulated, out of sorts, unsure kind of who's going to take what. And a little tentative in some cases. They get it to their middle. What a play by Alexa. And then Lana gets the kill. Lana smashed that ball into the block, and it's 19-9 Rockwood. We knew they were missing some, but we still figured they'd look pretty good. Kate with another serve. The libero takes a good pass. Setter gets back, sets their right side. Blocked by Denia. And I think it went out off of the ball landed out, but I think Denia blocked it down onto the hitter who had just hit it. Then it went out. 20-9 Rockwood. Good serve from Kate. They get it. Weird. That's a double. They're going to call a double, yeah. Oh, a back row attack. She set it above the net. She too high? So there's a bad pass on their side, just again enumerating kind of how they're struggling right now. The pass was into the net to the setter. The setter jumped up to set it, and you can't set the ball. I think she broke the plane of the net. So they get it to the right side, just tips it over. Alexa, now two-hand set from Kaylee to Lana. Big swing, but they dig it. Ball goes way up in the air. Libero back sets there outside, and she hits it out. Rockwood point, 22-9. You are seeing this right, 22-9. And the other thing that we've heard is that A5 there is also not used to not playing their best as that serve goes long. And so they've been struggling too with playing games differently and sometimes playing from behind. So they're going to have to do this if they're going to have any hope of getting back in this one. 22-10. The serve. It barely touched the net. Continued on over. Lana. Alexa. Denaya. Rockwood point. 23-10. It's almost too easy. You don't want to, you're holding your breath here, like, keep it going, girls, because this would be a monumental win. Even with a weakened A5, this would be a tremendous win. Jane with a good serve, hard back middle. They set up their middle, and they get a nice kill. Madison Middleton, 23-11. Rockwood still with a commanding lead here in the first set of the third game. Rockwood's 1-1 today. Had a tough game the first time out and lost to a lower seed to Austin Performance, but Austin Performance has won their second game and are playing now. So Jane with a back set to Lana and the kill. She got a block at the net. The ball popped up and then dropped on their side, and all of a sudden it's 24-11, and that is set point with Lana serving. Here goes Lana. Serve is good. Hard one to the middle. They set up their outside. She was out of sorts, though. She was late. Jane to Nora. They pop it up, though. They're able to get there. They're outside again, but she had to go flat-footed. Lana, nice diving play. Jane sets up Collins. She shoves it for the point. And Rockwood wins set one. Commanding fashion, 25-11.
Took it only 18 minutes.
18 minutes for that set, says Kiko. That one of the sets against GP Rocks was 31 minutes, though.
That's how they beat us in Philly last year.
25-11, so we were getting some payback on A5. We played them a lot of times, and in fact, he said in Philly last year, that was the score in one of the sets. So Rockwood able to feast on a weakened A5 team, and they're not looking back here. So hopefully the girls can keep it going here. 25-11 in the first set. So this is A5 Helen, who comes in. We don't have all of their game scores, but they're about 70-5 or 70-8. And they won Triple Crown, 105 teams. They won the entire Triple Crown NIT. They won the Mid-East qualifier in St. Louis. They won the Northeast qualifier, and they got second in Atlanta at Big South. So the best team all season coming in. That's why they're the number one seed here. But the way the seeds work here in Power Pool, there's 6 teams in this Power Pool. And at the end of this, they will reshuffle who has what seed based on how they finish in the pool. So it's a 5 or 6 team pool. So we play 5 games, 3 today, 2 tomorrow. And then they see who finished first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth in our pool. And they redistribute the seeds for our pool that way. There have been, so far we've been flush with upsets here at Nationals. Upsets out upon upsets here. As GP Rocks is 0-2, we had a hand in one of those. Drive Nation got upset in our pool by the 25 seed, which is Austin Performance, who also beat us. But there have been upsets up and down the pool list here so far in our division. Legacy, who many think are one of the top 2 or 3 teams and with the best odds to win this whole event. They are only 1-2 today. And you wonder if there's a hangover from playing AAU, because A5 was there and they're looking a little shaky here today, looking maybe a little tired. GP Rocks was there down in Florida, and so was Legacy. Legacy's 1-2 today. They won the AAU National Championship last weekend, but they're just 1-2 today. So we're ready to start set 2 here. A5, your eyes are not deceiving you if you're watching. A5 has almost identical uniforms to Rockwood today. Rockwood sporting their long sleeve navy with the Carolina blue trim around the neckline, the Carolina blue lettering with a white outline, and the white Rockwood along the back and right sleeve, which usually is covered up by our elbow pads. A5, on the other hand, has a slightly darker navy jersey with a white stripe on each arm and the words A5, 5 spelled out, and the player's number in white on the chest. I think they have their names on the back. Kate with a kill. The serve goes over by Kaylee, and then there was an overpass, and Kate jumped up and very smoothly hit the ball down into her left for a quick kill and a 1-0 lead for Rockwood Thunder here. Rockwood looking to try to keep the pace. Kaylee with a good serve. They back set their right side and they get the point. It was a huge play. Their right side hitter got mad air. She got up so high on that one. And she hit the ball not amazingly hard, but pretty hard off of Denia's block for the point. That girl's number 11. That girl's now out as she subbed out, and the server for A5, number 1, comes in. Tied at 1 with Rockwood. 1 set up. Good serve, and A5 has a 2-1 lead. Navy, Rockwood Thunder 14 Navy has arrived. I believe they played in the afternoon in the Liberty division here. They arrived to catch some of this game as the serve comes to Lana. Alexa now sets up Denia, but the hit goes long, and A5 has a 3-1 lead. A5 again with the serve, this time to Hannah. Now Alexa sets it up high to Denia. They go down and get it. Nice play on defense. Their outside hits it, but Kate blocks it. And the ball goes over to their middle, and she destroys that ball onto our side for a kill. That's at Madison Middleton, number 6. Their middle hitter, middle blocker. She gets the kill, and it's 4-1, A5. It's A5 Helen, the name of their top team here, as I believe she's been their coach for at least 2 years. That must be the coach, is Helen. Woohoo! You can't have a double. Oh. So there's a hard serve on their side, and then we had a hard pass. Alexa made a tremendous play, one-handed the set up. Lana came in and destroyed it for a real highlight reel kill. Again, confusion on their side as their libero passes it to nobody, and the ball falls for a Rockwood point. 4-3, Rockwood's trying to get back in this thing. They're down 4-1 at one point, and they've gotten 2 in a row. Kate back to serve. A soft one there. They make the right side take it. And their setter must have been a front row because she jumped up and spiked it. Jumped up and hit the ball, attacked it from a front row position. It's 5-3, A5. Serve. Wow, what a serve. It was really moving. Hannah does a great job. Alexa, Denia. Oh, I think it's a lift. They didn't call it, though. Denia takes it. Alexa, Nora tips it up and over, but they get it. One-handed it up. Now they're outside. Blocked by Lana. Woo! And a Rockwood point, 5-4. Rockwood still trails by 1 as Jane comes in to serve, and Summer comes in to hit. 5-4, Rockwood trails. They've trailed this entire second set since it was 1-0 Rockwood. It'll be Jane serving. On court 37 here in Dallas. Good serve, barely cleared the net. They had to dive to get it. Their outside hit it and hit it into the net for a Rockwood point and a tie score. 5-5. I bet 14 Navy's confused because the scoreboard says that the other side won the first set, and that's wrong. Jane with an ace as they're unable to return that ball. And that is a Rockwood point in our first lead since it was 1-0. It is now 6-5, Rockwood Thunder. Good job, Jane. Jane with a good serve. It was really moving. They get it to their outside. And wow, they really hit it hard. And not much Jane could do on that, as that was an absolute moonshot at her. And it goes out off of Jane. 6-6 with number 6, Madison Middleton, their esteemed middle, back to serve. A5 serve goes to Lana, good pass. Now Jane up high to Summer on the outside. Woohoo! And another highlight power reel from Summer as she kills that ball to that back line. Summer has had a huge day, as have a number of our players. It's been a good day for Rockwood Thunder. They lost a game that they wish they had back, but it's the way it goes when you get this many good teams together. Lana's serve sails long, and we're tied at 7. 7 up, but that feels a whole lot better than 4-1 when A5 was rolling here just a few minutes ago. So number 7 to serve. I believe she's the setter. And then she gets an ace. That serve was hard, came in hard and low, and it was moving like crazy. So Hannah did her best, but that was a tough one. Hannah takes it. Now Jane gets it up high for Collins. Big swing, but they're able to dig it. They back set their right side. Oh, and they go softy. They went with a tip at the last second. Nice change of speed there as the girl wound up to swing and then just tipped it over instead. And you just couldn't adjust to that. It's 9-7, A5. Another serve from number 7. Lana takes it. Now Jane gets it up to Summer. Shoves it to the back for a kill. Good job. It was a great serve. Lana's pass was pretty flat to Jane, and Jane just quickly popped it up, and Summer showed her quickness as she closed the gap and smartly shot that ball to that back left corner, just shoved it there and got the kill. And it is 9-8 Rockwood with Hannah serving. Hannah Serba serving. Hannah's the libero again. She's been the libero at each of the 3 games today. They set up their outside, and they're going to call a double on their setter. When she set the ball, she didn't do it cleanly, and the ball was spinning too much, they say. And they call a double. We're tied at 9. And Hannah will be back to serve again. Beautiful serve. They had to dive to get it. They set up their outside, and they got a major league kill on that one. As that girl, number 3, got up, I think it was 3. One of their big hitters got up and really killed that ball down hard. 10-9, A5. Number 2, back to serve. You'd like to see Rockwood really seize this opportunity, put it away quickly, because Lana takes the serve. Hannah helps out with a bump set over to the right to Summer. Big swing from Summer, but they make a great defensive play, set up their right side now. Jane gets it to Hannah. She back bump sets it to Collins, sends it over. And we'll do it again. They back set their right side, tips it up and over. Hannah's there. Now Jane up high to Collins on the outside. The block and the kill. Off the block, she gets the kill. Wow, what a point. 10-10. 10-10 Rockwood, and Alexa's going to check in to serve. 10-10 here. Let's see if Rockwood can go on a run here and kind of get some breathing room. Rockwood's been trailing most of this set, but First set, Rockwood dominated. A5 coming back. Good serve, back middle. They back set there, right side, tips it up and over. Hannah, what a play by Hannah. Collins from the floor punches it up and Lana sends it over. Now they set up there outside. We get a piece of it at the net, but it smokes it all the way through onto our side, and they get the point. It's A5 11, Rockwood 10. It'll be their libero in a red jersey with white lettering and white stripes on each sleeve, long sleeve. Number 4, back to serve. Serve comes to Collins as a tough serve. Good job, Alexa, to help out. Alexa goes flying off to the side, but she's okay. They set up their outside, and they get a kill. And it's A5 12, Rockwood 10. A5 showing some life. It's a very proud club, and they still have a ton of weapons, which is why we were surprised they went so quietly in the first. Serve comes to Collins. Now Lana, two-hand sets Denia. Lana loves to set. They set up their outside. Big swing. Hannah's there, though. What a defensive play, but it's an overpass. And they are able to get a kill. Madison Middleton with a big swing, and it's 13-10, A5. And A5 goes jumping up and down in joy over to the huddle. Rockwood has this is their long day. Tomorrow's their short day. They played at 8, worked at 9, played at 10, had a break at 11. Talking about scheduled times, they've been way behind all day. And then this is supposed to be the noon Central Time game. And then we work after this, so still not done even after this. Tomorrow we play, work, play, and we're done by 11 if the schedule holds. So their libero serves. And that'll be an ace there. She's got a wicked serve, and Collins could only get a hand on it. Goes to Lana this time. Alexa up high to Denia. Good swing, but their libero is able to pop it way up to their setter, gets it to their outside with a super high set. And that's a kill. It was in. That was a beautiful kill, and it's 15-10, A5. Serve is really knuckling, goes to Alexa. Good pass to, all right, we got a touch of the net. It's a Rockwood point. It went to Lana, then to Alexa, to Denia, and everybody did a great job on that. And Rockwood cuts the lead down to 4 points now, 15-11. Rockwood won the first set, so a win here would put it away. A loss in this set would send us to a third. Number 22, Kaylee Lane, back to serve. Playing the DS spot today. Back middle takes it. They set up their outside. Tips up and over. Denia goes down with one hand. Now Kate sends it over. They set up their right side. Big swing. Rockwood point. Denia blocks it down. Number 11 on their team gets up so high, but guess what? So does Denia Pekova, and she sent that straight down on their side. It was a beautiful block. 15-12. A5 leads now by 3. That serve stays on our side, and it's now 16-12, A5. Their defensive specialist, number 1, checks in, and she will do serving honors. Serve comes to Hannah. Pretty straight serve. Good pass. Alexa to Kate. Back set to Kate. I think that was a slide, and Kate scores the kill. Good job, Kate. So smooth there. The way Kate unfurls her arm when she hits. It's very graceful and smooth, but she's got plenty of power behind it. So good serve. Again, they had to go down way low to get it. All they could do is bump set their outside. Lana gets a piece. Now Alexa, a bump set from Kaylee to Denia. They block it. I actually think it hit the tape. We got away with one there. Now Lana tips it up and over, but they send it back. Alexa, now a bump set from Kaylee. Denia, back row, but they're able to field it. Setter dump, and a winner. They had a front row setter, and she jumped up, and with her left hand is able to attack with it. So she basically did a spike or a swipe at it. Instead of setting it when she jumped, she hit. And it was a pretty play, and it worked. 17-13. Good pass. Kaylee. Alexa back says Nora on a slide, but it's long. Oh, a touch. A touch at the net. I did not see a touch, but it must have been one, and it's 17-14. Nora's had a great day and has feasted on that slide all day. Jane will come in now to serve, down by 3, 17-14. Good serve. They had to dive to get it. They set up their middle. We block it partially. Kaylee. Now Jane gets it to Summer, and Summer gets the kill. Summer shoved that ball into the block, and they blocked it out of bounds. And Rockwood closes to within 2 points here. Can they come back? Here goes Jane with the serve. Back row middle. They set up their outside. Big swing. Hannah's there. It goes over to their side. And Summer jumps up and directs it to the right side. Now they get their middle involved, and they get the kill. And it's 18-15, A5. Their middle hitter, Madison Middleton, will be in to serve, up by 3, 18-15. Hannah handles it. Now Jane. Now Nora tips it up and over. Nora looks surprised Jane went to her. Their middle just easily sent it back to Kaylee. Jane. Now Summer. Big swing. It's blocked. Tipped at the net, and a kill for Summer on a beautiful play. Summer racking up the kills today. Down by 2 now, 16-18. It'll be Lana back to serve, trailing by 2. Good serve. 2 players almost ran into each other. They set up their outside. Big swing and a kill. And their outside is finding her range here. A5 played on this court an hour ago and won in 3 sets over Southern California Volleyball Club. 19-16 here, 3-point A5 advantage. Oh, ball hit the net, came on over. Summer was there. Jane sends it to Nora, and she hits it out. So that'll be out to the left. It's 20-16, Rockwood trails. Lana takes it. Now Jane gets it over to Collins. Big swing, but it's long, and it's out. And it's a 5-point lead for A5, 21-16. Timeout, Rockwood. This could decide who wins our pool. We'll see how tomorrow goes with our last 2 games, but those are against the bottom 2 seeds in our pool, so you'd expect we'd do pretty well against them. So the winner of this might decide the pool. The up judge is reffing this game as though he's double parked as he exhorts the teams to get back on the court. A5 is still in their huddle. Rockwood's ready to go. And the up judge and the down judge are pointing at their watch. And A5's coach Helen doesn't seem to care. Serve comes to Hannah. Now Jane to Nora. Big swing and a kill. Nora blasted that ball through the double block in front of her and brings Rockwood to within 4 points, 17-21. It'll be Hannah back to serve. She's been serving from this left side. Hannah serving number 10, the libero, in the white jersey with navy lettering. And Hannah gets an ace. That ball died, I tell you, on the 10-foot line, right at the toes of the libero. And A5 wants to call timeout as they're up by just 3 now. They've seen their lead shrink to just 3, and they know it's curtains here for them if they lose this in this game. So Rockwood up 1-0. Trying to come back and close this out in 2. Rockwood comes out of their huddle for the timeout. Up judge has a not too happy look on his face as he's trying to get us back on track schedule-wise. He says, come on, ladies, let's play. All right, Hannah serves, down by 3. Good serve, wow, powerful serve, overpass, and a Rockwood point as Collins jumps up on the overpass, directs that ball straight down. She was all over that and gets the point for Rockwood. Number 80, Collins Clellan with another great play. She's had a strong day. Hannah serves. Play, Jane went back to her. It's A5's point, but Summer came in with a huge swing, but they blocked it. It came back pretty deep onto our side, but stayed in bounds for an A5 point. So shaping up to be a pretty one, but they get it. Jane. Now Kate blocked. Hannah gets a piece, but we can't get it back, and now it is 23-19. A5. Lana takes it. Jane bumps at it to Collins, and they get it back over barely. Jane setter dumps because there was a lot of traffic going on. They setter dump. Jane thwarts it. What a play by Jane. Now over to Summer and the point. Summer, off a great set from Hannah, I believe, smashed that ball into the block, and it goes out on them, out off of the defender on our side of the net, out of bounds for a Rockwood point. Down by 3, 23-20. As Alexa comes in to serve. Alexa, number 11, Alexa Hastings, the setter, in to serve. They set up their right side on a back set. Alexa's there to dig the big hit. Now they get it to Denia. She goes down with a nice swing, but they get it. And then they hit it out. They hit it out, Rockwood point. No touch. 21-23, Rockwood trails by 2. Rockwood, of course, won the first set. Good serve from Alexa, back left. They back set their right side. She looked like she did a jump shot like basketball. Now we get it to Denia, who tips it over for the kill. And all of a sudden, Rockwood down by 1, 23-20. 23-22, sorry, said it wrong. Alexa back to serve again. Good serve, Libero, it's an ace! Woo! Tied at 23, way to go, Alexa. Woo! And A5 calls her last time out of the set. Tied at 23. And you can feel the air going out of the balloon on the other side of the net.
Oh, Navy's going. Now it's...
Yeah.
Every time they come to watch.
We get nervous.
And we lose the game. Sorry, Navy.
It's a workout. You know that after this?
I know.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Maybe not we.
Hey, yes. It's different. They and we.
Yeah. It's we when it is something we like. It's they when it's something we don't like. Well, all right, so Alexa serves. Tied at 23 here. Rockwood trying to come all the way back, trailed by as many as what, 5? Yeah, 5 at least in this set. Tied at 23, so it's a race to who can win by 2. Good serve from Alexa, and they kind of screw it up, but they get it to their outside. She gets a pretty good hit on it, but Hannah digs it. Alexa bumps that Denia, flat-footed. She hits it long. It goes out long, and it's 24-23, A5. That was kind of a weird play from the start, as A5 had trouble with the serve, but ended up getting a pretty good hit on it from a broken play. Serve is a good one. Goes to Collins. Good job, Alexa, to get the Denia, but blocked. And A5 wins the set. Blocked into our side is 25-23, A5, and we're going to a third set. No, the scoreboard's wrong. We won the first one. It's tied 1-1, yeah, so. I know, and see, and those aren't even the teams either. That's the last game. Yeah. You guys are 15s? Yeah. Good. Because it was 6-2 and then it was 5-1. So A5 in the first set ran a 6-2. In the second set, they ran a 5-1. So drastically different lineups there for A5 from set 1 to set 2. And in set 2, they were much more competitive. I'm sure they'll run that same 5-1 lineup. As we move to set 3, it'll be Kaylee Lane to serve the first point. Good serve, and their outside hitter takes it, and we jumped up to block it, but it comes down on our side. A5 draws first blood in the third set. You can see they've still got the tiger inside there. They're not used to losing, and you can tell that they want to show that they still are the top dogs. So good serve comes to Hannah. Back sets Kate, but they block her slide attempt. They get it over to Denia instead. Rockwood point as they block it out of bounds. Good job, Denia, to hit it off their side of their hand out of bounds. It's 1-1, Rockwood here in the third set. Kate comes back to serve. Kate McLean, number 14. She serves it to the libero. Oh, a bad set. They get a bad set to their middle, but she was athletic enough to swipe it. Might have been a lift. Nothing was called, but swipe it from about her belly button or chest level up and over the net and across the court for a kill. 2-1. The set came in way low compared to what she was expecting. Kaylee. Now Alexa sets up Denia. Huge swing and a kill for Rockwood. 2-2. Rockwood ties it up. Now Jane and Summer come back in. Normal rotation. Good serve. It was really moving. They had to dive to get it. They get their outside set up. She just tips it up and over. Jane to Nora. Gentle tip. They send it back down. Rockwood was really playing a soft game there with them, and it did not work out. Trying to tip up and over twice, and they kept blocking it down until they got the point. It's 3-2, A5. Serve comes to Hannah. She had to dive to get it. Jane back sets Lana on the right. And it goes over. Hard to see even here. Rockwood point on a kill by Lana. She blasted that ball onto their side, came down on their side after they blocked it. And even here, it was hard to tell what happened until they called the play. So 3-3, Lana back rack, back to serve, number 12, sorry. Lana with an ace there, number 12, Lana back rack. As the ball hit the net, popped up and over and landed. Seems like that usually happens to us instead of by us. So nice to see us get one there. And it's 4-3, Rockwood with their first lead of the third. 4-3, good serve again, it's diving down. They one-hand set their outside. Don't get much of a hit on it. Hannah handles it. Jane gets it to Collins, but Collins puts it out to the left. Looked like she might have had an opening, but it goes out to the left. It's 4-4. Collins was trying to get there. Jane gave her a really fast set. Collins got there, but then the resulting hit was out. 4-4. Seems like a good idea, good try. Number 7 will be serving for them, their setter. Lana, pass to Jane, gets it over to Collins, big swing, but it's out. No touch, it's out, and it will be A5's point. 5-4, A5. Serve comes to Hannah, and that'll be A5's point. It was a tough play. Hannah and Lana was moving a lot, so it was right between the two of them. Unclear who's going to take it. Hannah took it then, and then Summer tried to help out, but it didn't work out, and it's 6-4, A5, 6-4. Good serve and an ace. That ball was knuckling and diving, and it is 7-4, A5, and Rockwood calls timeout. All right, so setting the stage, coming out of the timeout, A5 leads by 3, 7-4, early in the third set, although it's getting late fast. What a play by Jane to go down and get that and save it as a busted play. And then a dig by Lana, but an overpass blocked by Collins, and they're calling us in the net. Calling us in the net, and it'll be 8-4, A5. Serve. Wow, what a serve. 9-4. A5 leads here. As Sammy comes in for Summer. 9-4, A5 leads it. That serve was perfect. It was down the line. It was really hard. Lana went over to get it. Not sure if she was going to take it or not. That ball was moving tremendously. Lana gets it to Jane, who gets it to Collins, sends it over, but they get it. They get it to their outside. Big swing and blocked. Sammy. Woo! What a play by Sammy. Sammy Brown with the block. And it'll be Hannah back to serve, trailing by 4 here in the third, 5-9. Number 10, Hannah. They set it there outside. Big swing and blocked. Blocked by Kate this time. Rockwood closes it to 6-9, down by 3 now. And you can see a little bit of worry on A5's faces as their coach barks out some orders and some confusion. Some of the A5 players put their hands up like, huh? Didn't understand the direction. They're outside, takes the serve, good serve. They back set their right side. She tips it up. Looks like it might have gone out, but we're playing it. They set up there outside, and she gets the tip kill. That might have dropped on the line, though. Hannah with a tremendous defensive play on a tip over on our left. And it's 10-6, A5. Lana takes the serve, gets it to Hannah. As she sets up Collins, tips it, and it gets blocked right at the net, and 11-6. A5. They get the ball over to Sammy. It barely goes over. They pop it up. We send it back. Now Jane, now Hannah, now Sammy again with a big swing. What a play, Sammy. Good job. And it's Rockwood's point on a double. They called a double, and it's now 11-7. I guess it was on the set. I wasn't really watching the handwork to see. But it's 11-7. We'll have Alexa serving down by 4. Going to 15 here, so it's crunch time. 7-11. Here goes Alexa. Good serve. They go down. They back set, but it's a bad set, and it's Rockwood's point. They call a double on their setter. It didn't matter because her back set was way too far, and there was no way their hitter was going to be able to put that inside the antenna. She bumped it over her head around the antenna, so all kinds of – we scored 2 or 3 points on that one. So now Alexa down by 3, 8-11. Good serve. They get their middle, and they get a kill. They were able to get it to their middle, and A5 scores the kill right down the gut. Serve comes to Collins. Now Alexa helps out back to Collins. And we may have gotten away with a back row attack there, not sure exactly. But Collins gets a kill there on a nice swing. Kaylee Lade comes in to serve, number 22. As we have 12, 14, and 25 across the front row, which is Lana Backrack, Kate McLean, and Danaya Petkova. Down by 3. Serve stays on our side. It's 13-9. So the 5-1 is what works for A5. 6-2 in the first set, and we demolished them. 5-1, and they are much more formidable. Serve goes to Lana, then Kaylee. Now Danaya, and their middle, weird play. Tried to get it up and over everybody, but we fielded it. They bump it back over to us. Should have a good chance here. It's Hannah. It's Alexa. Back says Lana, big swing. But they block it, and it's on our side, and it's 14-9. Everything looked good there, but just good defense stopped it. 14-9, match point for A5. It's Hannah, it's Kaylee, bump sets Danaya at the net, big swing, but again, blocked at the net, and A5 wins it in 3, 15-9. What's that? So all done for today, at least for games. We play tomorrow at 8 o'clock Central Time. We'll see you then. Thanks.